Greetings, fellow Whovians. Whovian and Queener, hope a good week so far. Well, our look at the 15th Doctor era now continues on with the Devil's Chord. In 1925, a piano teacher shows a student the Devil's Chord, which shown as a being called Maestro, who consumes the teacher's musical essence, killing him in the process. Maestro then breaks the fourth wall, looking into the camera before playing the opening notes of the Doctor Who theme music. At Ruby's request, the Doctor takes her to 1963 to see the Beatles recording their first album at EMI recording studios, but they are disappointed during a recording session with the band as they play a poorly composed song about Paul McCartney's dog. After having similar sessions with Celia Black and an orchestra, the Doctor, John Lennon, and McCartney discover that the world has lost its taste for music. Feeling the impacts of lack of music on humanity, the Doctor has Ruby play a song on a piano which summons Maestro, who emerges from the piano while laughing. The Doctor recognizes this laugh as the same as the Toymaker's giggle. After escaping Maestro, the Doctor takes Ruby back to 2024, discovering the ruins of London in a nuclear winter. Maestro appears and reveals that they are a child of the Toymaker. They explain that they plan to eradicate all life from the universe, leaving only Aeolian tones. Maestro claims that to defeat them, the Doctor will need to find the correct chord to banish them, believing he is incapable of doing so. The Doctor and Ruby return to 1963 and Maestro attacks Ruby, but also Carol of the Bells begins to play in Snowfalls. Maestro says that this music was present the night of her birth, saying this power is out of the oldest one. Playing on the Mrs. Mills piano, the Doctor tries to find the chord that will banish Maestro, but is able to find the final note of that chord. Maestro sends the piano out of the room, trapping the Doctor and Ruby inside musical instruments. Lennon and McCartney arrive outside and discover the piano, but discover notes of the chord floating above it. They are able to complete the chord, causing the piano to drag Maestro inside, freeing the Doctor and Ruby. Before the lid closes, trapping them, Maestro pretends the coming of the one who waits to the Doctor. Music returns, and the Doctor and Ruby engage in a musical number before leaving the TARDIS. Wow. So anyway, let's take a look at the production of this episode, beginning with the development. The Devil's Chord was written by Russell T. Davies. The episode's title was revealed in December 2023 in Doctor Who magazine, a few months prior to the reveal of the other Series 14 episodes on March 31st, 2024. Davies says that the episode would be the first in to feature Gods at War. In the episode, the Doctor makes a joke about diegetic music, which, according to Davies, was not received by the production team who repeatedly suggested cutting it. Despite this, it was received well by critics. Davies included references to Doctor Who's first serial, An Unearthly Child, as well as children's series episode The Timeless Children. Both mentions revolved around the Doctor's granddaughter and former companion Susan Foreman. The Devil's Chord takes place at the same time period as An Unearthly Child, and the Doctor tells Ruby he was living nearby in Shoreditch with Susan. He then contemplates the fate of Susan following the genocide of the Time Lords by the Master and the Timeless Children. Susan's name was later used by the antagonist in the series finale to trick the Doctor into thinking there may be a familial connection between his granddaughter and Susan Triad, an important character in the episode. And now on to filming. The episode was directed by Ben Chessel. It was filmed in April and May 2023. The Devil's Chord was produced in the fourth production block of the 14th series along with the 6th-episode Rogue. Bray Street in Cardiff was used for the scenes that took place on Abbey Road in London. A blue screen was placed in the background, which was eventually used to substitute the background for London. Umbrellas were not originally intended to be used by the actors in the episode's final scene, but Rainey rather caused the production team to come up with the idea since the actors were already using the umbrellas earlier on in the episode. 2 pianos were used on set, one that actually worked and one with an empty interior that could hold Monsoon. Davies stated that he wanted to include a cabaret scene on the program since 2005, mentioning that it was also done in Pyramids of Mars. And now on to the casting. The episode stars in Judy Garland and Millie Gibson as the 14th Doctor and Ruby Sunday, respectively. The episode features fictionalized versions of several musicians, notably the Beatles, Ed White, Chris Mason, George Cable, and James Howells as George Harrison, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and Ringo Starr, respectively. Additionally, Josie Sedgwick Davies appears as Celia Black. Jinx Monsoon appears as the god Maestro. Susan Twist appears as a tea lady, having previously played a different character in episodes since Wild Blue Yonder. Twist went on to appear in every other episode of the series, culminating in a role as Susan Triad, a creation of the finale's primary antagonist, Sutek. Spoilers, by the way. Jeremy Lim appeared as Timothy Drake. Lim's father, Roger, was an incidental music composer for Doctor Who during the 1980s. The episode features several cameo appearances, including Shirley Ballas and Johannes Redebeas themselves. Former Doctor Who costume designer June Hudson makes a cameo appearance as an elderly woman who was killed by Maestro. Composer Murray Gold also makes a cameo, playing Dana briefly in the final musical number. Nice. And now finally on to the costumes. The Devil's Chord saw the Doctor and Ruby in 1960s period clothing. The Doctor suit was inspired by images of the Rolling Stones. Costume designer Pam Down designed 3 costumes for Maestro, including a keyboard outfit, a theater dress, and an American bandleader outfit. The letter harks back to the Toymaker's bandleader appearance in The Giggle. According to Monsoon, the looks were inspired by iconic musicians throughout history, with the theater outfit referencing Adele, and the bandleader outfit referencing Sgt. Pepper from the Beatles. Nice. So overall, I really do like this episode. The finale and the final musical performance at the end is just really, really good, and I absolutely love it. So, yeah. So overall, I give The Devil's Chord 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Anyway, tune in next week as we do the next episode. Boom. Well, hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it around, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified about when we upload videos. And if you want to support the channel further, then be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link is always in the description below. Anyway, until next time, this is Sylvian Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run, I press the polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.